Are you thinking about moving to Massachusetts? Well, today we're going to be talking about the top 5 places to live in Essex County. So stay tuned to the end of the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name's Alex Dumas, your North Shore real estate agent. I am a licensed realtor in Massachusetts and New Hampshire with Keller Williams. And today we're going to be talking about the top 5 places to live in Essex County according to niche.com. So a little disclaimer before we get started, these opinions are not mine. This is according to niche.com. The good thing about niche.com is it uses public data and real reviews from people who live there to formulate their decisions. So we get to hear from the people who live there about what makes their town so great. The criteria that niche.com uses is public schools, crime data, house prices, and whether or not it's good for families. So with that said, we're gonna get started, and we're gonna start at number 5, and that's going to be Topsfield. Topsfield borders Raleigh, Middleton, Danvers, and Hamilton, with a population just under 7,000 and has a nice rural feel. This is due to the fact that there are a ton of farmlands and fields in Topsfield. Everyone's really spread out. However, Route 1 and 95 run right through Topsfield. So if you're commuting to the city or if you're heading north to New Hampshire, Topsfield has a nice balance of commuter friendliness and space. So if you really like that more of a country feel, then Topsfield could be a great place for you. The average home price in Topsfield comes in at $638,000. This is almost exactly $100,000 over the Massachusetts median. So it's not a cheap place to live, and the median rent comes in at about $1,100. So crime gets an A- from niche.com, crime being way under the national average. The high school in Topsfield is called Massachusetts and gets an overall rating of A. This is not surprising. If you watch my previous video, which I will link above, we talk about how Massachusetts has the most highly rated public schools in the country. This is not surprising. So all the towns on this list are gonna have great public schools. Topsfield also is rated number 4 in the state for the best place to raise a family. So I have a fun fact for you about Topsfield. Massachusetts, the name of the high school, is named after a Native American chief who sold what is now known as Topsfield to John Winthrop for 20 pounds. Number 4, Wenham. So Wenham borders Hamilton, Topsfield, Beverly, and Danvers. Wenham has the smallest population of our top 5 list here with just over 5,000 residents. It's gonna have a sparse suburban feel, and that's due to the fact that it is a smaller town, so it has a lower population, but it is more together than Topsfield. Now the highways don't directly run through Wenham, they're not far away, but the commuter rail does. So the commuter rail with the purple line will take you right down to the city or up towards Haverhill, where you can catch additional trains. So Wenham has an average home price of $630,000, very similar to Topsfield, again, above the Massachusetts median price. Wenham, just like Topsfield, gets an A- on crime, so it's, again, well below the national average for crime, according to niche.com. And the high school, which is called Hamilton Wenham, gets an A+ rating. Again, no surprise there. Next up on our list is going to be Marblehead. Marblehead borders Salem, Swampscott, and the Atlantic Ocean. Yep, that's right, Marblehead is a coastal town, and it is the closest town to Boston out of our top 5 here. It is a great place for young professionals who want to commute to the city. Marblehead is going to have quite a few more people than the previous 2 towns. They have a population of about 20,000, and it has a very suburban feel. The average home price in Marblehead is going to be around $705,000. So the most expensive out of our top 5 list here. This isn't surprising with it being a coastal town and closer to the city. It's just going to be more desirable for a lot of people. Crime comes in at a B, according to niche.com, which is overall still really good, but it's not surprising. The more people that you have, the more crime there tends to be. So this is going to be expected, but again, overall, really low. Public schools in Marblehead. The high school is just simply called Marblehead High School, and it gets an A rating from niche.com. So again, really good public schools throughout the state. No surprise here. And a fun fact about Marblehead, it has the most colonial era homes still in existence of any place in the country, with over 300 homes still standing. Number 2 on our list, Hamilton. Hamilton is right next to Wenham, and they share a high school, and it also borders Topsfield, Ipswich, and Essex. So Route 1A and the commuter rail both run through Hamilton. So again, pretty good option for commuters. All of these towns on our list are going to be pretty decent options for commuters if you're looking for something further outside of the city. There are some better options for you if you want to live a lot closer, but all of these towns are going to be good for commuters. Hamilton also has a pretty small population of about 8,000 people. Has kind of a suburban feel. There are a lot of hills and fields, and there's some areas that are much more rural. but overall it's kind of more of a suburban area. So the average home price in Hamilton is going to be $565,000, so just under the mass average. Also the cheapest of our top 5 here. Again, crime gets an A-, very low compared to the national average according to niche.com. And public schools get an A+. We could have deduced that by the fact that Hamilton got an A+ because they share the same high school. But Hamilton's overall rating is going to get an A+ from niche.com. So it's a great place for you to check out. Fun fact about Hamilton is it has no manufacturing industry, and there's currently no industrially zoned land. So, a little fun fact for you. Now we're going to be talking about number 1, and it's going to be Andover. Andover borders Lawrence, North Andover, Tewksbury, and North Reading. Both 93 and 495 run through Andover, so it's very commuter friendly. And there is a trend here. Being commuter friendly is valued by people a lot. Andover is going to have the largest population of anyone on our list with 36,000 people. It's going to have more of a denser urban feel. There's a lot of areas in Andover that are much more spread out, but overall it's going to be a lot denser. The average home price in Andover is going to be $637,000, which is again above the Massachusetts average. Little side note here, Andover actually is one of the few places in Massachusetts that has over 100 people earning $1 million or more a year. So there is quite a bit of money in Andover. Overall crime rating from niche.com is a B+. Not surprising as they have a higher population than the rest of the towns. So like I said before, typically when you have more people, you're just going to have more crime. Overall good rating with numbers still well below the national average. The high school in Andover is going to be quite simply Andover High. They have an overall rating of A+, so very good public schools in Andover. Again, entire state of Massachusetts, great public schools. Andover's overall rating is going to come in at an A+. So the number 1 place according to niche.com for people to live is Andover. And a little fun fact about Andover is it's known for having one of the oldest and most prestigious independent secondary schools in the United States, which is Phillips Academy, and it was founded in 1770. So that wraps up our top 5 list of best places to live in Essex County according to niche.com. Again, these are not my opinions, but if you want to know more about any of these towns, drop a comment, shoot me a DM. I'd be more than happy to chat with you. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss another video. If you live in Essex County, drop a comment saying where you live and why you love it, and I will see you all next time for another video.